All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Racers News Network Live. As you can tell, Pete is not with us this evening. He is out assisting his daughter with a few things, but was lucky enough to be able to be joined by our good friend and multiple time guest and footbreaker of the past weekend, Carly Wolf.
Hi.
Hello. So how did it feel to get back to pushing on the brake instead of the button?
It was so different. Well, it wasn't different. It came back like second nature. It's funny. It's like when I said I was gonna foot brake it, everybody's like, you can use a trans brake, right? And I'm like, and I carry like 80 delay in the box, right? And it's like the people that like don't use delay boxes, I don't think they understand that like 80 delay is like very, very red.
Right?
Um, so Sunday at Epping, after the divisional, I just tried making hits on it just to see if we could hit the tree on the foot brake. And it was like the first hit, I came up 32 and I was just trying to find the launch RPM. And then I was like 11 and 11, 1082 0. So I'm like, we're good. This is fun. So tried it again for Yellow Bullet. I mean, it was fun.
Uh, is, is this your first time running at Yellow Bullet, or have you done it before?
First time. I've always wanted to, but never had the opportunity.
Cool. Well, it's not like it's that far of a drive for you either, really, compared to like coming up here.
Yeah. It's about an hour 15. A lot of my family lives down Delaware, Northeast Maryland. So sometimes when we're down there, they try to come and like support us because they're so close. But like my cousin, she only lives one exit up. So she'll probably be down at some point this year. But like with Yellow Bullet, it was always 10-0 the last few years. And I was like, I didn't know if I had enough car. And like now I have enough car, but it's like, you need a passenger seat. And it's like, well, what constitutes a passenger seat? Like, you need mufflers. And it's like, well, they don't technically, according to the rules, have to be functional or in the correct location. So we ended up running Pro Dial and we put the mufflers on the roll bar just to be safe because that way I had mufflers. But it was a lot of running around at the last minute trying to find like clamps to secure the mufflers.
Right.
But yeah, that was my first Yellow Bullet and it was pretty much everything I expected it to be. So
You had a good time though, right?
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very crowded. Very hard to find parking, and we got there Thursday, but it it lives up to the hype. So a
Yeah,
hundred cars in Pro Dial alone is like 110 or something like that in Pro Dial alone. And I think
very cool.
850 was like close to 70, I want to say. And they only take 32. So
Right.
that was
Nice.
another reason we didn't run 10-0 because it was like I don't have restrictor plates. So do we pull timing out, add it back in? Can we iron it out in 3 hits and get in the field? So it was just safer to play Pro Dial.
Cool. So lots of cars, lots of well-paying races.
Yeah. It was
So,
yeah. It took forever to get to the lanes because there were so many cars.
right.
But there was a lot going on this past weekend. So that was like the big talk of what was going on at Yellow Bullet because you had the US Nats, you had Yellow Bullet, and something else was going on. I can't remember, but they were talking about that. So it was like everybody was spread. But
Cool. 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 So does it make you look down the road and go, hmm, maybe it's time for something different?
I don't think so. I think I just needed a little break from dot 90. I felt I was in a good place and then it was just after that last race I got in my head. Um we all know it was not a great weekend for a lot of people. So I just think I need to step away and go back to bracket racing a little bit. So my dad and I talked about it. It's like if a pro dial race comes up, we'll run it, because I know I can still swap feet. But dot 90 is still, I
What is
still
that
have
for you?
stuff to do. I still have unfinished business there.
Now, backing up just a little bit, you said, kind of got in your head a little bit. I didn't realize that you were involved in that incident in the staging lanes at New England Dragway. Did you didn't suffer a lot of damage, I hope.
Yeah, a lot of it's cosmetic. We do have a little bit of damage behind the suspension points, but since it's behind the suspension points, we're able to finish the year and then we're gonna pretty much tear everything apart this off season. So we're hoping it'll be ready for next season, but it's a little dicey. Like we just did a quick glance at it because like the quarries were nice enough to put my car on the lift. But I mean, I know it's cracked bumper, cracked wing, a little bit damage to the frame rails, might be some more stuff, but my dad's the body guy, so it's what he does for a living. Although you wouldn't really know looking at my car because he doesn't have a place to paint my car. um, but he's not gonna put me in a car that's not right. So
Right. Yeah, not safe. Yeah.
yeah, that was the other thing. Like after it happened, I was pretty adamant about doing a single hit just because I wanted to make sure it was going to go straight. And God forbid if it didn't, there was nobody in the other lane. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. I was the first hit, but definitely scary. So
Uh, yeah, I mean that was I didn't see it. I wasn't there
I
on
didn't see it
Thursday,
either.
but
Just
I saw the pictures, and obviously, Lori Butler was pretty banged up, but she's doing better. At
yeah,
least she's home recovering instead of still in the hospital.
yeah.
So,
Well, and that was the first thing. Like I was in my car and I was getting like belted and like I knew she was behind me because like I was watching and then like next thing you know like I felt the hit and I was confused because I was like nobody was running and that was like Lori was behind me, so it was like you fly out of your car, you hope that it's not as bad as you picture in your mind. So
right.
but it was a very traumatic day.
As I say, yeah, that must have been a freaky experience.
Yeah, it's like now it's like a little bit of anxiety. Like when I was a Yellow Bullet, they were backing the guy up in front of me, and like Jamie, who used to work at ACO, he was standing at my car, like holding the door, and I was like, Jamie, you need to go direct him. Jamie, you need to go direct him. Jamie, you need to go direct him. And it's like I'm like freaking out. He's like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. I'm like, no, like he's getting close. Like you need to, like he's nowhere near me, but like it just you think the worst now. So
Right.
and I'd
Yeah,
never seen an accident in the station. Like maybe a tap, like somebody clicks, they shut it off and they coast, but never. And it's just a
never,
shame because it's like
yeah, full on
everybody was
impact
so
like
nice
that.
that was involved. So
Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, I obviously I knew about the three cars, but I didn't know until after the fact that you were involved as well. But
yeah, we'll be okay.
good. So obviously we have a lot to talk about tonight. We have the schedule, we have Indy, and we just touched on Yellow Bullet. So since it's in your neighborhood, sort of, so to speak, that one of the schedule changes is happening. Maryland International Raceway has been awarded a national event for 2026. And as you can probably tell, even though she hasn't said a word yet, she's very excited
I'm grinning
about
ear to
going to
ear.
MIR for the national event in 2026.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go there this weekend, so I'm like grinning ear to ear. I love MIR. That was like I ran downstairs when I found out. I was like, Dad, 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 because like he works night shift, so he was still like dragging. I was like, MIR is going NHRA, and like he's like, what? Because like I've been begging for years. I'm like, can we please, like, can this track please go on NHRA? Like, it's fast, it's a beautiful facility. So when I saw that, I was excited. I know Division 1 is, if they haven't raced there when they get there, they're gonna like it there.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of the worst kept secrets of last week,
Yeah.
but 'cause I had a bunch of people messaging me going, "Hey, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear?" You know, I was like, "No, not yet." Well, they get all right. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait till it officially drops. So,
Yeah. It's about 3.5 from us, I would say. It's just funny. It's like every time we go there, 295, and we leave at like the crack of dawn. We leave like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. For whatever reason, 295 is closed every single time we go. So we have to detour around it. And then we're getting there as soon as they were calling my class to the staging lanes because they run top first there. So it's like throwing everything out of the trailer, running up, warming the car up in the lanes. But I I love MIR. I was there in the beginning of the year. I always end one, usually it's one of my last races. I usually end my season there for their Ford race. But it is a it is a great track. So I'm excited.
yeah, getting once you get anywhere within like 100 miles of DC, the traffic goes to hell in a handbasket, anyways.
Well, ironically, it's always when we get like right into Delaware, Maryland. Like it's like as soon as we cross over the bridge, it's like, oh, closed. And we're like, great. How do we detour around this? Like we got a trailer, so it's not like we can really go down some of these roads, but we
Right.
always find a way. But and then you got to be careful with the RVs because like you can't really go through the tunnels because of the propane tanks. So then it's like you're trying, when we had the RV, trying to detour through Towson, and yeah. So that's a heads up if you're going south.
Now, with the bridge being knocked down, does that affect you at all trying to get there?
I think that was one of the ways we could go,
Okay.
but I'm the worst with directions. I My mom has to go to Epping with us every year because we have a specific way we go to Epping, and she knows I will mess it up. So I am the worst with directions. So don't ask me.
Ask you. Um, Also, so South Georgia
Mhm.
was awarded a national event too. Now, is that on your radar at all to maybe make the trek down there?
It just depends on the schedule because it'll probably be the beginning of the season, and it's just hard with work. Like Virginia is the first day of school. So like that's out of the question.
Right.
Um
Yeah, I think it's in May. I want to say
yeah.
I'd have to look exactly, but I believe it's right around the first weekend of May.
Well, it depends too what classes they're running because it's like I could probably push my car into super gas at MIR, but it's getting a little close at like SGMP. So that's where it gets a little iffy. And if my dragster's done, which hopefully next year is the year, it's a different story, but hopefully. It's a very
That's been a
exciting
work
thing
in
to me.
progress for a few years now, right?
Yeah. Because every time we start on it, it's like we stop and it's like I wanted a dragster so bad. I went down to Florida. I thought I was getting a roller, and it did not roll. I carried it into the trailer. um I genuinely thought when I got down there, all I had to do was wire it and put my core stuff in. I did not expect everything to be taken out of that car. So it's like nothing was labeled either. So it's a giant puzzle with like no like sense of direction on where to go because everything's just dispersed in different boxes.
Right.
So and then it was like with my Fox body, we were trying to get it right because it's like every time you try, you think you figure it out, curveball. So I got to the point where I think we're going to keep my Fox body and do the work ourselves to fix everything, or take it to Mike, who finished my cage. and we'll try to handle that. And then my dragster might be going to a race car shop just to, I don't have enough time to do both of these cars.
Right. Now, did you go back? Have you gone back to school yet?
No, well, I went in today. I did go in today, just not with
Went
kids.
in and said hi to your classroom?
I I, I have been in there fourth. This was my third or fourth time,
Oh, okay.
but I made sure I did all the stuff that involved climbing on things before the race that way, and I did it early in the week. That way, if I fell off something, I had the rest of the week to recover. Because you risk your life hanging up some of those things. But it's a lot of chairs
Too
that are
funny.
not the most sturdy chairs.
Right. Now, obviously, we're going to talk about Indy.
Mhm.
Um, future casting come the beginning of December. Are you going to PRI again?
To be determined.
To be determined.
We might be doing that IHRA race at Galot, so that might eat up our days.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Might be giving it a
Fair
go.
enough. Fair enough. So, have you ever had the opportunity to race at the U.S. Nationals?
Not the US Nationals. I've raced Indy though, when it was the divisional national combo in 2020.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, Nicole. And
Mhm.
when every race was held at Indy, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it was like a 5 day race, so it was pretty close, but not the same. It was like 2 weeks before. And then that was the year that Eric Trump showed up too, like
right,
2 weeks later, or one of them. I can't remember which one.
right, right. Um, is Indy on your bucket list?
Oh, yeah. Particularly if they
U.S.
ever get Super
Nationals?
Street
Yeah,
back again.
yeah.
If they ever get it back. It was a shame because it was like the last 2 years that they ran it, the district I was in, it just didn't work out with our professional development days. But unless we start doing this August start stuff like a lot of districts are in Jersey, which mine hasn't been, we should be okay if they return Super Street again and they keep our
Gotcha.
calendar the way that it is.
Or you can bring your dragster if it's done and ready to go.
That is true too. That is true.
That's top. Your dragster is a top dragster, right?
Uh, it can be both.
It can go either
It's
way.
not going to make it out in Division 3. It's not going to make the field. I can tell you that.
No.
Look at Division 3. Their super comp cars are going 193 miles an hour.
Let's see. Um,
The bump is
the
probably
winner in Super Comp went 178.
okay. I might make the field then. I might have
And
made.
the runner-up was 179.
Were they on the brakes though? Is the question.
Oh, I'm good, but I'm not that good.
It depends on what the bump was. The bump's probably like I would imagine low sevens, high sixes. Because I mean, at Maple Grove a few years ago, Maple Grove goes back and forth for the divisional, but there was one year where I want to say the bump was like 678 or something.
Yeah, because the winner in Top Dragster was actually the winner and the runner-up were both 216 miles an hour.
It's a little faster than just
Yeah,
a smidge.
you're itching to break 200 miles an hour though, aren't you?
I am, but I don't think the engine that's sitting in my garage is gonna do it. But it's funny, I was gonna build a big block Ford for it. I had a crank and rods, and I had it for 5 years. And there's only one company you can get a good aftermarket Ford big block for. And I was on the wait list. I finally got to a point after 5 years where I sold it off. And I kid you not, 2 weeks after selling it off, I got the phone call that my block was ready. I was like, are you kidding
And then
me?
you went into the nearest wall and started pounding your head off of it, right?
Yup. He's like, well, buy it back. I'm like, do you realize how much that stuff went up from when I bought it 5 years ago? Like the crank, I want to say went up like $1,200.
Wow,
The rods really didn't go up, but the crank did.
wow, wow. Um, before we get to the results at Indy, Are you gonna wrap your season up with Mid-Atlantic with the .90 series, or you got other thoughts going on?
Oh, we still got a lot left. We'll do Rob's race. We'll do Cecil. Try to do the Dutch. I want to try IHRA's race at Galot because it falls during my little break in November with school. Um, and I have this issue where I can't take weeks off. So I will be finding a bracket race to go to, or I will go insane. So those 2 weeks that my truck was in the body shop before Epping, I was like itching so bad.
Right.
I was like, I need to go somewhere, but I can't get my trailer anywhere. So we'll find some place to go.
So but the truck is all better now.
Yeah, the truck's all better. New door and all. New
No more
headlights.
deer. No more deer.
We didn't hit the deer. The deer hit us.
I said the same exact story with my Toyota pickup. The three deer did. I didn't hit the three deer. The three deer hit me.
Well, it actually did happen. It did run into the door. We're praying that the deer just has a bruise and he's okay. And he's out being Bambi in the woods because I love deer. So I don't want to be hurt. So
Well,
fingers
cool. At least you're
crossed.
not gonna. At least you're not gonna fold up shop for early. Just because of going back to work and everything. You're still gonna try and find some races.
Oh no, my students get a kick out of it too. They get a kick out of it.
Now,
So
you're at the same school that you were the last time we spoke last year, right?
yeah.
So the kids know about your racing. They see. I think this group has seen your car, right?
No, I'm in a different district. I switched last year to a new one.
Okay.
And they will find me though. They will find everything. But they get a kick out of it. Like every single right, like after the weekend, they're like, well, how'd it go? How'd it go? Like they want to know everything. Well, how fast did you go? Did you get a new like best ET? And I'm like, well, usually I'm slow in my car now.
Right.
But they love it. And we're one classroom per grade level. So I do have two siblings coming up from the group that I had last year. So they already hear all about it. So
Now, do they follow you? Do any of your kids follow your YouTube page?
oh yeah, they'll comment. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
make sure
awesome.
your name is not in the username if you're gonna do that. But so I would try to keep everything very G because they will
Oh, gee.
they,
That's
they
that that's really cool though that they follow you on YouTube.
I do it mostly so like they get the educational aspect because it's like I like they're like, well, why do I need to know math? Why do I need to know decimals? Because like a lot of fifth grade is decimals, place value, like you get in a little bit to like elapsed time. But it's like when you spew those numbers off, like the race came down to like 3/10,000ths of a second, or like I took the stripe by like 12 hundredths of a second, like then they start to make those connections. They're looking at the place value chart, so they're getting a better understanding because you're applying it to real life.
The real world stuff, yeah.
And I mean,
That,
like, there's so much in racing. I mean, like, obviously building the car, building the engine, like your measurements are have to be spot on or you're grenading.
right, and all your tolerances and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
oil. Like we do at the end of the school year, we do this like STEM carnival where like they build their own carnival game. Like it's hands-on and like that's where they learn about like choosing the right adhesive. Like we talk about oil, we talk about friction and like why certain oils make you faster. Like I run a lightweight oil, like I run a zero weight oil because I have the clearances that can tolerate it and that makes me faster because of it. So it's like when you explain it to them, like they start to get it because it's like I feel like my generation was skipped over. Like we really didn't have real science education because it was like reading, math, state test, like score well. Like
Study, study to the test.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, even the
I,
NGSLA they take for science, like, because they have to take it in fifth grade, it's just reading graphs. So there's not even like real world application there. It's just like, read this chart. read this graph and like answer a multiple choice question. I'm like, well, I would actually like them to like know what they're doing if they're going to become future engineers and build something.
Right.
So,
As the parent of a 22-year-old, I remember with him being in junior high and high school, you heard tons of people saying all they do is teach to the test because that's
mhm.
all that matters to the state. Even up here, it's the same deal. And I swear that my son learned more after he got out of school, being able to do other things than he did while he was in school, being again taught to the test.
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, like, I felt like I just glazed through high school. Like, you say whatever your teacher wants you to say.
Right.
You write your paper how your teacher wants you to write it. It wasn't until I got to college and until I like got into racing and like those two connected that like I felt like I was able to come into my own like academically, and like the racing made me resourceful. Like it made me figure out solutions to problems that like I probably would have just stared at and ran to like mom and dad or a teacher to ask how to solve it. Like, because we try to teach them critical thinking, we try to teach them problem solving skills, but when the state test is like you need to like your kids need to score well, like they need to be able to do X, Y, and Z, like you have to gloss over so many things. And it's like that's not what we want our society to become. We want them to be able to solve problems, not just read a passage and write a response to it. Like,
Because my son's senior year was 2020,
mhm,
and so obviously the world as there the world ended in 2020 basically, and he was struggling a lot, and then when he finally was able to go back to physical school, he had this attitude of, well, I don't want numbers to rule my life. Like, Elijah,
mhm.
buddy, I'm 50 years old, you know numbers are going to dictate your life whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
And even a couple of years ago, I asked him, I said, so remember that meeting we had with your teachers? Yeah. I'm like, was I right or was I wrong? You were right.
yeah.
You know,
And that's the thing. I mean, like college nowadays is like so expensive too. So it's like you want these, and this generation is just different. Like when I grew up, like we all played a sport or we were in something. Like I was in dance and soccer. Like these kids aren't involved. A lot of them are not involved in a sport. So it's like I try to say to them, I'm like, you need to figure it out. Like you need to get involved in a sport. You need to get involved in like critical thinking, problem, like solving skills, like engineering, because I'm like, with the price of college, like you're gonna want a scholarship. Like
yeah.
so you, and it's like, I know, like, they're just like, well, I'm in fifth grade. What does it matter? And I'm like, trust me, because like high
It'll be here
school,
before you know it.
oh, yeah. Like, if
Yeah.
I knew what I knew then, like what I know now, I would not have like putzed around in high school the way I did. I would have stepped it up. But
Oh, like I
because
said,
guess who's
even,
paying our
even
student
being in
loans
my,
now?
you know, I always say if I had a do-over, I mean, I'm in my mid 50s now. If I had a do-over, I would have paid a whole lot more attention than what I did.
Oh, yeah.
I was more interested in screwing off than paying attention to what was going on, and I kicked myself, maybe not daily, but at least once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I mean, like, they spend so much time on their phones or like technology. Like I said to my co-teacher this year, I was like, we're not starting the morning, those 20 minutes when they come in, where some of them are going to breakfast and stuff. We are not starting with technology. They can play with Play-Doh, they can build something, they can do a puzzle. I don't care, but it is not going to be on a laptop. We are having 20 minutes where we do something that is not
Then
technology.
other than this, yeah.
Yeah, because like that was every single day. They'd come in and they'd start playing some type of game on their computer last year if they weren't at breakfast, or trying to beat each other on IXL, which granted it's educational, but it's like I want them to learn how to be bored and figure it out. Like, because this generation doesn't know how
Find
to be
another way
bored
to
either.
unboard yourself.
Yeah, I unboard myself at CECIL. There was no service this past weekend. What would you do?
Starlink.
I kid you not, I brought a book of Sudoku puzzles because I could not do a single thing on my phone. So
That's
I
hilarious.
unboard myself.
That is too funny. All right. So, how do you feel about some results from this past weekend at the U.S. Nationals at Lucas Oil Raceway Park?
Sounds good. Did anybody in Division One win? I was trying to keep up and trying to find them. I know some people were in the late rounds of stock. I know Stalbo was in, and I think Hoven was still in the later rounds.
No, but let's do it in reverse order. Usually, I start with the pro cars, but
One I do know.
let huh?
That one I do kind of know because I
How
saw
do
them
you
on
do know?
TV.
Legends Nitro Funny Car presented by Steel. Nathan, oh boy, Sitko, over John Caps. Now I'm going to assume John Caps is related to Ron Caps. I don't know for sure.
I think there's pretty good odds on that one.
Yeah. Um, Factory Stock, Taylor Deesh over Raymond Nash. Now, one of the classes that I have to admit I'm kind of let down with because it started out really cool and it just kind of seems to have run into the proverbial wall is Factory X.
Mm-hmm.
They went from, I don't know, 8 or 10 cars. I think there's a total of like four now.
So those big teams.
Yep. So Factory X, Connor Statler over Lenny Lodge down in your neck of the woods.
Where are they from?
Pennsylvania,
Oh, we're just the little tri-state area.
a little tri-state area. Well, see, like I consider tri-state New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Yeah, there's your little tri-state.
Yep. Let's see. Pro Mod, Mike Staverinos over Derek Minalt. Top Dragster, Jim Prevost over Holden Laris. Top Sportsman, Darian Bosch over Jimmy Lewis. Super Gas, class that's kind of sort of near and dear to your heart in the same general area.
Just a second faster.
Second best.
Second faster.
Yeah. Let's see. Super Gas, Mike McMasters over Bob Locke. Super Comp, Landon Exner over Vance Houston. Stock Eliminator, Jimmy DeFrank over Todd Hoven. Actually, yeah, so runner up, Todd Hoven. I think he's from your state, right?
Somewhere in Division One.
Somewhere in Division One. Could you be any more specific?
I can look it
Work
up.
with me. Work with me.
I was looking at Yellow Bullet.
I'll let you do the yellow bullet. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Now I'm trying to find where Todd Hoven's from.
There you
He's
go.
probably gonna respond before I can. Before I can
Moral
figure
moment.
it out. That's gonna be the race. Can I figure it out before he responds?
Let's see. Super stock. Tyler Kahili over Joe Santangelo. Comp eliminator. Robert Bailey over Doug Engels.
Looks like New Jersey.
See?
If you get a ding that I looked at your LinkedIn, I did.
Uh, again, top alcohol funny car. Shane Westerfield over Annie Whitley. Top alcohol dragster. Sean Cowie over Jamie Noonan. Pro stock bike. And actually, a quick note that I saw earlier. Apparently, Courtney Enders was testing a pro stock motorcycle.
I feel like that's not the first I heard of it. I thought I heard a couple weeks ago that she was gonna be. on a pro stock bike, but I could be imagining that.
Yeah, her sister Erica posted something earlier today about it.
I feel like that's been on
So
the rumor mill.
I'm sorry.
I feel like that's been on the rumor mill, but I could be
Oh,
imagining.
really?
I could be imagining it.
Let's see. Top alcohol dragster just did that. Pro stock bike Gage Herrera over Braden Davis. Pro stock car. She's found her way back. It seems like it's been forever.
I thought she won earlier in the season.
That's all I'm just saying. It just
Yeah.
seems like it's been forever.
Yeah, well,
Or
KB's had
maybe just because it
a
was in because
stranglehold.
it's indie.
Yeah. Well, that's like the biggest one of the year.
Of course, Erica Enders over Matt Hartford. And funny car, Austin Prock over Fast Jack Beckman. Top fuel dragster, Justin Ashley over Tony Stewart. And Tony Stewart was declared your regular season top fuel dragster champion. I did not see who the regular season champs for funny car and pro stock bike were.
Yeah, I'm not certain. I just know that TSR posted that he was the regular season champ.
So like I said, if you would like to, you are more than welcome, young lady, to take on the results from YELLPW.
There are a lot, just like the Vigo. There are a lot. Um, so for 10-0 index, you had Shane Ballas over Anthony Cupola, if I'm butchering that name. Pro Dial, Derek Bilbo over Mark Pettit-Demange. 850 index, William Sanford over Travis Bowman. Top Sportsman Elite 16, because there were two top sportsmen's. You had Michael Cerro over Dan Ferguson. Top Sportsman Quick 32, Dave Mueller, our Division 1 Dave Mueller, over Levon Curry. Outlaw Import, I'm gonna butcher this. Yamil Negron over Jose Mendez. Pro 275, Frank Soldridge over Mo Hall. Pro Mod, Steve King over Jimmy Taylor. Ultra Street, which is his third consecutive Yellow Bullets Nationals win, and he's the third person to win 3 Yellow Bullet events in a row, is Connor Hartsack in Ultra Street over Dave Fiskus. Limited Drag Radial was Bet Lascala over Dale Arnold. Warriors A, Dustin Cotton over Craig Walls. And Warriors B, Wayne Gopcheese over Tyler DeSantis.
Couple of notes. One is for you from Rob. Says Carly's favorite top sportsman with P&D. Obviously, that's something that you know that I have no clue.
It is not G-rated. But they do deserve their own show. It would need a sensory adult
They
advisory.
need the button, the beep button.
Yeah. Well, the words are clean, but put them together, it's a little dicey. And I'm not gonna have fifth graders go look it up. So
Oh, hey, our teacher's on this show, and she was saying,
we're just gonna refer to it P&D on online platforms.
"Oh,
They
Rob,
did make the
are you
show though.
trying to cause trouble? Are you trying to cause trouble?"
He did make the show. Sean did get in. He got in as the alternate, and then the car didn't start. But he did get in.
Very cool.
It's probably the 6 pounds of deli meats that they had at the RV.
Oh, I know, Sean Lanigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
6
If it
pounds.
involves Sean Lanigan, then I can understand
Mm-hmm.
why you would need the beep button.
Yep. Yeah. They are hilarious to watch though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my word.
Sean
Yeah.
was trying to drive the car to the lanes and Ashley kept trying to make the corner so he would go flying out of the car. They're their own. They need a
They're like
reality
the
TV.
Abbott and Costello of Mid Atlantic.
Who is
You have
out?
no idea who Abbott and Costello is, dude. Let's see. Are they like the comedy group of Mid Atlantic dot 90?
I mean, I they could quite be. They are quite the duo. I feel like I don't know.
Dynamic duo.
Yeah, I don't quite know a duo that could be. Individuals, yeah, they might give them a run for their money, but I don't know if there's a duo that's got them beat yet. But I'm sure if there's a will, there's a way, and 2026 somebody will try to up them.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob, for the visual. Let's see. What's going on, Frank Volpe, Keith Mayers, aka Killer, Jared Artist, how are you? Taylor Nobile, how's things? Let's see. That's it for right now. But all right. So give us another rundown of what 2025 has in store for you.
Oh, well, MIR's got King of the Creek this weekend. So they got their 25,000s and a 10,000 on Sunday. So my box went back in the car. We got something.
Carrie Corey said to say hello.
Hi. Thanks for the lift. Yeah. So box went back in the car Sunday because we completely took it out for Yellow Bullet. Some people tried to leave it in, but we completely removed mine. And if you saw my video, it was pretty obvious it was out of the car. I was clearly foot braking. So we'll do that. There is a foot brake. Well, it's a bottom bolt brace that I might have my eye on, but I gotta come out and do a little bit more testing before I commit to that one. But because I know I can leave off a pro tree on the foot brake, but asking me to sit there on a full tree is getting a little. I haven't done that in 6 years either. So oh Lord.
From Rob. If Sean and Asta didn't get banned from Facebook after Sunday, we're all safe.
He told me to get on Zoom, but I was asleep, so I didn't see what went on, but I'm sure if we haven't heard from them, they might be on their 48-hour Facebook jail. I think people don't realize I go to bed before 10. So
I was gonna say you're kind of like Pete. He's about, but he if he makes it till like 8:15, he's good.
oh yeah. I will be up at 4, so but
Oh, that's right. You like to go to the gym at like, oh my God, it's early time.
yeah, there were 4 people there when I went this morning. It was amazing.
Oh,
It's amazing. Although the cable machine was broken again. So this is why we go at 5 o'clock in the morning because it is empty in there.
that's just wrong on so many levels.
I'm not taking pre-workout at 8 o'clock at night. And if I don't take pre-workout, I'm not going.
Wait, you don't want to be wired till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning?
No.
No.
I need it in my system for when I teach kids too.
All right, I'll give you. I'll get that one. I will give you.
When they ask the same question 75 times, that could be answered with a Google search. That's what pre-workout's for.
Too
It's
funny.
that point where I just say Google it. I've answered it, Google it.
But you don't want them on the computer for the first 20 to 30 minutes of class
They don't
time.
ask me in the 20 or 30 minutes. They'll
That's
ask me
two
at the
hours
most
later.
inconvenient time. And it'll be like the randomest questions. And I'm just like, you want an answer so bad, Google it. That's real world. Like, if this were related to what I was teaching, I will answer it. But you just want to know like why McDonald's brought back chicken strips. Like, I don't know. Like, Google it. Like,
How come McRib only comes back once a year?
that's a dad question. That's dad's thing.
I'm
Dad
a
loves
dad.
McRib.
I'm a dad. I don't know the answer to the question though.
No, I'm saying that's my dad's question. You gotta ask my
Oh,
dad
when, oh, that's your dad's question. All right.
because that's what he gets. But
McRib.
yeah,
I haven't been courageous enough to try a McRib at McDonald's.
I went 8 years without eating McDonald's until they brought back chicken strips. So I've had more
Uh,
McDonald's since they've brought back chicken strips than I've had in the last 8 to 10 years. Not my thing.
too
Chick-fil-A
funny.
though,
We don't have one near me.
I
The
would move.
closest one is an hour away.
I would move. I
When Elijah and I went to Virginia on a flight to because we flew from Boston to DC. On the flight down, he goes, when we get there, he's like, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna find a Chick-fil-A. I'm like, okay, whatever.
love Chick-fil-A. Their cheese sauce is top tier. Bet you didn't know they had cheese sauce.
I had no clue.
But yeah, we don't have a whole lot of like up here in the Northeast. I mean, it's like in Jersey, it's all mom and pop Italian pizza places and chains. So
Popeyes.
I do like their blackened chicken tenders. That is the
I
only
like
thing
their
I
mashed
get there.
potatoes.
I don't, not for me. They're blackened chicken tenders, though. They're like 260 calories and 42 grams of protein. So I'm giving you the macros.
Now you're sitting there with your notebook. Okay, I ate this, and I ate this, and I ate that. Okay, I don't have that, but how much is okay? That one.
Oh, I have protein shakes at the racetrack. They are in the cooler or Lunchables. I get the turkey and cheese Lunchables, even though they taste horrible. Just whatever you gotta do to get your protein in.
And everybody that's tuning in to watch about racing stuff, what the hell are they talking about fast food for?
Well, I mean, when you get out of the track at 11 o'clock at night, which we don't do often with NHRA, which is why I like it, um, you
There's
need
not much
fast
open.
food places to, yeah, like at MIR in the beginning of the season, we didn't leave till like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So it's like you're trying to find some place to go. And dad and I went to Popeyes, although they didn't have my blackened chicken tenders at 11 o'clock at night.
No. Jasmine Weeder says hello.
Hi. I bet you she eats those blackened chicken tenders. She's got to get her protein in.
Our our resident bodybuilder. Right, Jazz? See if she answers.
I bet you she eats those. If they have them where she is.
My cat's yelling at me.
He's probably tired of us talking about food.
Oh, for
Back.
you. Well, no, it's 9 minutes from snack time. My cats are programmed.
That's Bailey. None of us brought her home a treat, so I gotta figure something out when I'm done, or she's gonna be mad.
She said they are so good.
I told you they are worth it. They are worth it.
So wrong.
I had it
So,
last
so wrong.
week. Dad and I went for lunch last week. But yeah, it's my go-to.
All right, so get through the rest of the year. Gonna tear the car down to the bare bones, and rebuild everything. I'm gonna get all brand new everything.
No, because I just got everything working in the last two races. I don't want to change anything. I finally got it right. It took forever, but
I was gonna say it kind of seemed like you you fixed one thing and then two things kind of took a dump on you,
Yeah. Well,
like
last year
throughout
it
the
was the
last year or
delay
so.
box. That went last year halfway through the sea. Actually, it was halfway through Namidia. The box went bad, and we had no clue because unfortunately it still worked. So it was like I went rounds the first race last year, and then the second race, car started throwing out these weird numbers. So we started changing everything, trying to figure out like why the car is like 1082 every single run. And then I take timer out and it goes like 1096, which makes no sense. And I broke down before the Dutch and I put a new box in it. I really didn't get test time. And it was the box like had some type of like, I guess some weird glitch or something in it where it was throwing, it wasn't sending the stop when it was supposed to send. So then this year it was like I left my cruise the same that it was last year when we were messing around with the box. And it was like, well, we can't keep it this low because now it's throwing me numbers. So then we finally start fixing that. And then, it's always something.
Keith wants to know one, why aren't you in Virginia yet? And then Jasmine wants to know when she's going to be able to see your dragster.
All right, I'll address the Keith first because that's the one you said first. I got a job. I got kids coming to school on Thursday for the first day. Don't want to leave them with a substitute. So I gotta scare them on Thursday so they act straight the rest of the year. If I leave them with a sub on the first day, they're gonna be a mess.
It'll be party time in your classroom.
Oh, I can only imagine. I don't want them having laptops the first 2 days of school either. And I know if there's a sub in my room, they will be on a laptop. So yeah, no Virginia, MIR. Uh the dragster, I'm really hoping for March, April. I'm trying to get dad to help me clean out my trailer because it's become an $8,000 storage unit. Um, get the stuff out of there so we can go drop the car off and get it finished up. So
Get it ready to go.
I got everything sitting in my garage. If I wasn't so impatient and I waited and bought a more complete car, I would have been on track 5 years ago. But I'm impatient, so I should have turned around and came home. I should not have bought that car. But it was such a low run car, so
Now, is it
forward.
a soft tail or a hardtail?
It's long day. It's a monoshock 4 link.
Okay.
Hardtails scare me. Yeah. I've raced small tire enough. I did the bouncing. I did small tire on a radial. I
Not
can
so
only
much.
imagine what it's like in a dragster without
Right.
shocks. I can
Right.
only imagine. Yeah.
Cool.
Radials. Not always fun.
There you go.
Although I know people that swear by them.
So, are you looking ahead to 2026 yet, schedule wise?
A little bit. I mean, it's hard because the only thing that's out is NHRA. And I think, did IHRA release theirs yet? No, they didn't. They wait.
No, they just had to have everything out for this year that I know of that I've seen.
Yeah. So possibly MIR national. It depends. Like it depends on what classes are running where. And it's hard too, because if I remember correctly, the MIR national is like 1 week and then it's back to back with Epping. Like it's like the next week. Like there's no break.
Thing. Now you got me wondering.
Which
I
makes it
know I have
really
it.
hard
It's
for
just a
work.
matter of finding it. I think. Epping is the first weekend in June.
I want to say MIR is the last of May. Well, that's usually Maple Grove because that's Memorial Day. I want to say something's back to back
So let me peek through my stuff here real quick, see if I can see it.
because that'll be the
There's
Dutch probably. Depending on the schedule, I'll probably skip Friday and just come up Saturday for that one time run if that's what they do and go into eliminations.
Yeah, everything kicks off March 5th through the 8th in Gainesville. And then they go to Phoenix, the 20th through the 22nd. Pomona, April 9th through the 12th. Charlotte Four Wides, April 24th through the 26th. South Georgia, May 1st through the 3rd. Chicago, May 4th through the 7th. Maryland, May 29th through the 31st. Epping, the week after, the 5th through the 7th. Bristol, the 12th through the 14th. Norwalk, 25th through the 28th of June. Excuse me. Sonoma, July 17th to the 19th. Seattle, July 24th to the 26th. And that actually reminds me, there's rumor, strictly rumor, that Sonoma and Seattle may be going bye-bye.
I mean, I haven't heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but they don't have a whole lot. I mean, they have them out there, but like the West
I
Coast is so
figure,
weird.
like, if you legitimately call it the West Coast, it's Sonoma and Seattle. And then the closest thing to that would be Dallas and Vegas, as far as a West Coast ish race.
It's gotta be horrible for the fans too. If
Yeah.
that goes, that's gotta be bad for the fans.
But yeah, so Sonoma, July 17th through the 19th, Seattle, July 24th through the 26th, Brainerd, August 20th through the 23rd, Indy, September 2nd through the 7th, Reading, September 17th through the 20th. The to be determined track, that's the I don't know if that one's been settled yet or not,
Not that
but
I
on
know.
the schedule that I have, it's still a TBD. And St. Louis, October 2nd through the 4th, Dallas, the 14th through the 18th, Vegas, 29th through November 1st, and then, as always, Pomona wrap up the season November 12th through the 15th.
It's a hefty schedule. It's over a year away.
Yep.
Some of them.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I'm just so ecstatic about MIR. I'm still smiling about it. I love that track. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Let's hopefully Mid Atlantic Series will be able to keep all their dates as well.
Yeah, that would be great. I know the weather was what my mom was talking about the other day for the last race. So I'm thinking positive about it.
But you figure we got a summer's worth of rain, the first what 4 or 6 weeks of summertime, and now it's been bone dry.
Yeah. And it's been actually beautiful the last few weeks too.
Yeah, it's been like we went from up here, of course, New Hampshire. I mean, wait 5 minutes, the weather will change. We went from the dead of summer and it's 90 to 100 degrees to it's 70s during the day and 40s at night now.
Yeah. Well,
In
that was
like
CECIL. I had a hoodie on and I didn't take it off until I was about to run. And then that night the hoodie was back on because it was like down to like 55, I want to say 60. It was getting chilly.
nice and comfortable though.
Yeah. I was hoping for a better barometer. We had good air, but I was hoping for a better barometer this past
Right.
weekend. I wanted to see a 960 so bad. I wanted that for dad.
So, they did dates but no location. Oh, I'm assuming Rob's talking about the TBD one. Maple Grove Division One race will most likely be the weekend before because that's Memorial Day weekend. Blah blah blah, so on. So I would like to thank you for taking time out of your evening for covering for Pete. I'll make sure he sends you a check.
I mean, it's all good. I just want to get out of cutting and laminating things. I'm like, whatever I can do to avoid this checklist of things that need to be done tomorrow.
And when did you say you go back? Thursday?
Mhm.
Like legitimately go back is Thursday?
Yep. So, and my co-teacher lost her room. So, because we opened up another classroom. So I have a bunch of her stuff in my room, and then she's splitting it between the other teacher's room. So it's like we're trying to find places for everything. So I am now procrastinating on things that are not super important. But
But yet
oh,
still need to
and
get
we
done.
can't
Oh,
find any ink in the building either to print. So we're a little worried about that one.
oh, fun.
Yeah. So if
Not
anybody
not the
wants to
budget.
print things and deliver them to me, so I'm prepped for Thursday.
Hmm.
I'm scared.
Oh, you'll survive.
With no paper, I'm a little worried. They might
Oh,
just
you'll
be
be fine.
free drawing for 2 days.
I
I don't
have
need
I have
to.
faith in you, Carly. You can do it.
We'll wing it.
Yeah, there you go. Well, again, listen, thank you very much for taking time out of your night to come on and hang out and have miscellaneous ramblings with me.
Try those blackened chicken tenders.
Blackened chicken tenders. I'll tell my son he likes chicken. I'm not a fan.
Like the only thing I eat.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Well, you're very welcome. And listen, best of luck for the rest of the year. And you know, good luck.
Thank you.
You're very
Hopefully
welcome.
my art goes well this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, make sure you post more videos.
I'll try. I tried to get this speed sticker on the GoPro, but GoPro disabled that feature. You have to be like moving in circles or something. I don't know. I was disappointed. So we'll try to do some more in the car stuff. It's kind of fun.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. Is are you using your phone again to go over your shoulder if you're using an actual action camera?
No, it's a GoPro.
Cool.
So I have three. Mom keeps moving them. So I keep spending money on them. So
Yeah, GoPros are not getting cheaper.
no, I bought the cheapest one too, and it wasn't pretty.
I
The roll bar mount's $50.
yeah. Oh, I know. I went to Best Buy to look at those. I was like, that's cool, but that's not that kind of money cool.
I mean, I did have my phone. I tried duct taping my phone once to the roll bar and it did come flying off. So it was worth the $50 to just get the roll bar mount.
Give video of your phone flailing through the car.
Yeah. And then everything breaks. So it's a violent ride sometimes.
Right.
Well,
All
thank
right.
you
Well,
for
again,
having
thank you
me.
very much. I appreciate it. And as always, we'll be checking in with you throughout the year and beginning of next year.
Sounds good.
All right, kiddo.
Bye.
Carly Wolf, everybody, our guest co-host for tonight. Thank you again, Carly. Have a great evening.
You too.
Tell mom and dad I said hi.
Will do.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We are out of here. We're going to be back next Tuesday with Brett Cummings. He's going to be joining us to talk about his big bracket race that he's going to be putting on. Um, but thank you for tuning in, checking us out, and we will catch you later.